I was running a workshop recently near the amazing standing stones of Avebury Henge. I wandered around the site early on the second day before the workshop started and took these shots. Avebury is an amazing place. It's so atmospheric, and it really sums up what magic can be experienced at sacred sites. You feel the presence of the ancient ones who built it, even though we don't really understand what the stones were used for. We can guess, and usually intuition tells us that it was originally for healing. These stones create a structure and influence the electromagnetic energy fields of this particular site. We can only assume that as the ancients were so aware of the way in which this land was a part of them, that the healing and rebalancing acted at a very deep level within their own psyche in a way that we simply don't understand socially today. As you may have gathered from my other videos, I'm a geomancer. Geomancy used to be regarded as an ancient way to divine the future by observing the lay of the land. But modern geomancers use the label to describe what they do when working with subtle energies of the earth and of the mind to influence places for the wellness of the occupants. What I do these days is completely at odds with mainstream perception of what is possible. Well, almost. As some of you will know, I'm a regular subscriber to New Scientist magazine. I find it fascinating and a revealing way to learn about new thinking in many areas of science today. Science is only a label for a way of thinking and looking at the world. Modern science has to follow the subjective nature of quantum physics, and that has led to many within the field advocating the multi-universe theory and multi-reality theories. The saying, "this is true in my world," is a phrase that wouldn't have been heard as often as it is today just a few decades ago. Indeed, in my world it wasn't heard at all. Now I hear it every day. So why do I point this out now? Well, take a look at the pictures. What do you see? Do you just see the stones with thousands of years of erosion, or do you see the figures and the faces within them? Our subjective viewpoint is utterly unique to each of us, and it is that which determines how we respond to everything around us. And when exploring the subtle realms, it is the subjective experience that enriches our lives. That is not to say those subjective, inner, private worlds cannot be shared. It is in that sharing where the magic occurs. It is this that occurs, this magic, when geomancers use their subjective connections to the greater and wider energies of the cosmos to effect a healing on a property and a person. Science would say that it's the placebo effect. And that may be true, but the placebo effect therefore needs to have its definition changed. The effects of geomancy can be witnessed even by those who do not know anything is occurring. They do not know that a geomancer has been brought in to effect a healing. The work simply affects a change. Sometimes it's very subtle, but it's usually also very significant. That, currently, according to science, is impossible, and that's why it's magic. The subjective experience of an individual is incredibly important to their health. This is why I put so much faith in the need for an individual who is pursuing a course of self-development or spiritual exploration to watch and observe what comes to them directly from the world around them. It is this that is the first step to being in control of your own learning and healing. This is crucial. To my mind, it is the subjective nature of nature itself.